Hello everyone, Tiniestofchibis here. I forgot that the end of the thing was there, so I was like, oh shit. So, like, Paimon started talking, but I couldn't exactly fucking listen to her because I was gonna just do some shit, run around, do...
We've been fighting here for a while now. Paimon's starting to wonder if we should have left the ley line to pass it alone. Maybe then the monsters would have stopped coming. Also, Paimon still doesn't have a clue what's going on here. Shall we just go ask D-Luke? Yeah, come on! Let's get back to the Dawn Winery.
Okay, so I just wanted to pick up what Paimon says there because story mode's there, but we'll do this story mode over here because why the fuck not? Yes. For some reason, I forgot what the fuck I was doing. I ended up talking to like the newest internet provider, and man, the lady I was talking to was kind of coming off as a bitch. You know? Like, I was fucking explaining to her what I fucking needed. But she was kind of, like, you can kind of tell, like, she wasn't really, she really didn't give a shit. I had to explain the same thing over and over again a couple of times. Quite annoying. Well, I could have said no. I could have. Oh shit, I need more than... I'm gonna multitask. I've got a multitask here. What's on my brain? Oh, yes. And it's Yoimiya shenanigans right now. Oh. There's somebody who made Thundering Pulse. Sorry if I seem slightly distracted. But yeah. Doing some recording. I was looking at like my schedule of what I have recorded and pre-recorded and all that shit. And like, it doesn't really matter too much if I talk about it because it's obviously going to come after, way after. Or not, no. Actually, no. Yeah. Because September, October. So at least like a couple months, and I don't know. I'll have to relook at my shit. But
You're finally back. I didn't think you'd be gone for so long. Sorry if it was too much trouble.
That's okay. We did offer to help. So anyway, is Master D-Luke back yet? We didn't see him at Falcon Coast.
Sorry, I'm not sure of Master's whereabouts either. But I did hear that he recently visited Angel's Share. After dealing with this kind of trouble, Master is always careful to tie up all loose ends. It's become something of a routine. He should be back very soon. You needn't worry. In the meantime, please make yourself comfortable in the winery.
After all that, we managed to completely miss him. Oh well. Let's just wait for him at the winery this time. By the way, Adeline,
I really don't give a shit about
you're
D-Luke.
always standing here at the door lately. Usually you're busy indoors. Hopefully you haven't been standing there waiting for Master D-Luke this whole time, because that would be really tiring.
Oh, thanks for your concern. But I've actually been instructed by Master to meet with some special guests here. Certain guests may need reminding to stay away for the time being. Master hopes that under the present circumstances, these guests will keep an appropriate distance from the winery, so as not to make a difficult situation even more complicated.
Well, Paimon didn't understand any of that, but it sounds like a really important job.
That's very kind of you indeed, but you've already helped Master D-Luke out a great deal. You can let me take care of these time-consuming chores. There is one small thing you could do for me, though. Please, take this letter and place it on the table to your right as you enter the door. There are a few archived letters on that table already. Just put this one at the very top of the pile.
Is this a letter for Master D-Luke?
Yes, it's from one of his informants. Only those in Master's inner circle are permitted to handle it or serve as custodian.
Ooh, that means we're part of D-Luke's inner circle.
Of course. Master D-Luke greatly values your friendship. Thanks again for the help.
Oh, you want to know what I found out? After I fucking finished this bullshit? You want to know how I found out too? I found out, like, because we're about to go in there and, see a bunch of letters, right? And there's, like, a couple there. But apparently, there's more letters. And I didn't find that out until, like, fucking, I was watching a meme. Like, a Genshin meme fucking video. And I was like, what the fuck? There's more? Ah! Hello. So as you can guess, I'm fucking stupid. Nothing unusual about that shenanigans. But I wonder where the letters are. Maybe they don't pop up until after fucking organizing them? We'll see. Anyway.
Whoa, there are so many letters here.
Oh,
It
okay,
looks
cool.
like D-Luke read them just before he left. He must have been in a hurry. Adeline asked us to put this one at the top of the pile, but how are we supposed to tell the order of the other ones? Guess we'll have to read them to get an idea of when they came in. Oh, that's true. In that case, let's just tidy them up a little.
You're here. You move fast.
Woo! There he is!
What are you agonizing over?
Okay, as much as I hate D-Luke, and I've even said it not even that fucking long ago, I don't like him. I have to admit, like, in the coming scenes, he's gonna seem really kind of cool. Even I have to admit when a fucking asshole kind of seems kind of cool. I don't know.
Miss Adeline asked us to put these letters in a pile, and we can't tell which order they should go in. But it's your personal mail, so it'd be rude for us to read them without your permission.
There's no need to be nervous. And I can see from the looks on your faces that they've grabbed your interest. These letters deal with events that are past and gone. I only held on to them in case any of the information they contain proves useful later down the line. I just dug them out to confirm a few details. I've been following some rather unique developments recently. You were involved in the events in question anyway. You can read them if you want to. It's not a bad thing to be curious.
Hey, that's a good point. Actually, you kind of smell like wild mountain fruit. Oh, did you go to those mountains where the valberries come from?
Very perceptive. Yes, I did make a trip to the Stormbear Mountains. I'll fill you in later.
No fair! We still have some super important things to discuss with D-Luke. Not to mention a whole bunch of questions. Alright, let's just sort these letters for him. Well, since he said he doesn't mind, why don't we read them as we go?
Okay. So these are the 7 I read. I thought I dropped something here earlier. Did I actually not? Sorry, I was eating my dinner. Brought it into my room. Like per usual, like I probably shouldn't, but I still do anyway, because, you know, I'm a grown-up, and I'm allowed to do grown-up-y things. And thus, I'm allowed to fucking eat in my room. Nobody can tell me I can't eat in my room, because it's my room. I say, sounding like a petulant child. Anyway. No, but for real. So I was eating a chicken burger that I made. I put some lettuce in, and I thought I dropped some lettuce on the floor. But it looks like the only thing I dropped was a Skittle. Cool beans. Cool beanies. Ah! What did I do? Okay. Tidy. Letter. To the heir of the Reverend clan. God, I don't want to fucking do this. I don't want to fucking read. I say I don't want to fucking read. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys can fucking, if y'all want to read, you can, like, you know, pause it or do whatever. But this is basically a letter from Alice to D-Luke talking about Clee for a little bit and basically telling D-Luke to not, you know, hold on to his anger and his rage and his sorrow from the loss of his father. So this is pretty early on. Oh shit. Hold up. Hello? Sorry. Apparently, my internet provider called me to provide feedback. I don't know why the fuck I answered.
Huh. Paimon's not sure what this one's about. Shall we read another one?
One of these is about Kaya, and I can't remember. There. This master. Yeah, this one's about Kaya. Like, I have fan fictions to write. But question. I mean, I feel like, okay, and I probably shouldn't go too much into my fan fictions that I actually planning on writing. But you know how, like, remember like a long, actually scratch that. Let's go back to the fan fiction. Remember the fan fiction I talked about where it was slightly alternate universe type thing.
Okay. Remember, we're trying to figure out when each letter was written.
Doesn't fucking matter. This one I feel like is albedo, just because I don't think it's sucrose. But I could be completely wrong about that. It's just the way, I just feel it's like this one is albedo. Oh yes, and so anyway, I was thinking, because I don't know if I mentioned it before, and I think I did, like, basically the one where Dayluk puts Kaya in a coma for a little while before he flees Mondstadt to go do whatever he's gonna go do. And when Kaya awakes, him and Amber, who have been previously dating, after like about a year or so or whatever, get married, and then they're living in the mansion and stuff. And then like the whole fan fiction would be about like Diluc, Amber, and Kaya kind of living in the same house sort of a little bit, trying to kind of mend some of the broken fences shenanigans. So like more slice of lifey thingy. But this was all before Eula became a thing in the series. So I feel like, is this moving along? I feel like it's not moving along. So like, I think since Eula is like Kaya is Amber's best friend, and mind you, I kind of ship, like, I really do. I kind of ship Eula and Diluc.
Alright, let's put the letters.
I think also.
There's one thing we can take away from these. It's that Master Diluc has had a pretty difficult past. Not only was he misunderstood by the Knights of Favonius, but he's faced all kinds of other obstacles too. Sounds like it's tough being Captain Pyro. Always fighting alone because, for one reason or another, it wasn't convenient for the people around him to help out. Yeah, that's true. Plus, he's got us now. We can give him all the help out of friendship. Wait, what?
have to admit, Diluc looks pretty fucking cool.
Is there a problem?
I don't know why he's wearing the outfit. He looks fucking cool. I still don't like him, and I still don't use him.
Master Diluc, you're wearing your old outfit again? And you've tied your hair back. You look so formal all of a sudden.
Old outfit? You've seen it before?
Yep. It
What
was
is
by
that?
that ley line anomaly. That was your past
The
self,
fuck?
right?
Huh. I'm surprised it made such an impression.
Is that from my chair?
Do you mind telling us about it? What happened back then? Why were you fighting there?
The same reason as ever. Just stopping another Abyss Order plot. They launched an offensive on several fronts at once. Unfortunately for them, they were still no match for me. We were fighting in an area on Falcon Coast, and everything was recorded by the unusually active ley lines. They must have become unstable again recently, causing them to let out all kinds of information from that time. Hence why you saw what you saw.
Sorry, I'm kind of concerned because there it is. What is this connected to? Like, I am slightly concerned because I found a bolt from my chair. Not in the chair. So, as you can imagine, I'm slightly concerned. I'm like, ah!
For starters, you only need to deal with the monsters, and the ley line deposit will stay dormant, as long as it isn't disturbed again. On the other hand, if I'd done nothing at all, the Knights of Favonius would have taken over straight away. Knowing how they work, they'd be sure to send a large contingent to guard the site.
Wouldn't that have been a good thing?
Depends. Most of the Knights are away on expeditions, so they don't have a lot of people to spare. If the ley line anomaly was just a diversion tactic, the Abyss Order could have been poised to attack somewhere else entirely, while the Knights were scrambling to send what limited forces they have to Falcon Coast. But anyway, I have no interest in talking to the Knights of Favonius. I prefer
I'll
to
let
get
you
to the
go
bottom
that.
of
I gotta
things
go get the little
myself,
Allen
rather
wrench
than
thing on my
waste
bobby
time
to see if I can
negotiating.
screw this fucking screw
And
back
it
in
was easy
where it
enough for me to
belongs.
find out the Abyss Order's plans. Take a few Abyss mages hostage, and they soon start talking. As for the Knights of Favonius, I've sent someone to enlist their cooperation where it's needed.
I am back, and I'm now got my controller again. Well, I don't got the controller, it's more so like on the table, but whatever. Yeah.
It's their job to handle situations like this. They ought to be present when things come to a head. I don't like working closely with the Knights of Favonius because of our differences in philosophy. But that doesn't mean we can't watch each other's backs when it counts.
Whoa. Seems like you have even more control over things now than you used to, Diluc.
The best way to deal with any threat is to utilize all the force at your disposal. Anyway, thank you for your help. Adeline brought me up to speed with everything. In return, I have a gift for your trouble.
Great juice! The packaging is so fancy! It must be really expensive!
This is my personal favorite grape juice, made of the highest quality grapes. I happen to have an unopened batch, so I brought you a bottle to try. I didn't know you were such fans of grape juice. Next time you want some, don't bother waiting for the discount. Just go down to the cellar and help yourselves. It's on the house.
Woohoo! Paimon's gonna tell everyone we meet that we're VIPs at Dawn Winery! This one bottle must be worth worth at least like 50,000 mora.
Is this not fucking put in right?
Gave it to us for free.
God damn it, motherfucker.
Thank you so much, Master D-Luke.
If you're free tonight, you're welcome to stay for dinner. Adeline is already making it. There are, however, a few things I need to take care of before dinner time.
Things that involve fighting. Sorry, I'm trying to
Yes.
fix this stupid ass chair.
Passiveness is not my style. Though I had my suspicions at the start, everything I've come across so far in my investigation suggests that the Abyss Order was not behind this. Since this arose from natural causes, it's time to wrap things up.
So what should we do?
Fuck. Will that stay? Hopefully that stays.
Right, sure. After all, he did just give us this amazing grape juice. Wait, no. What was it? After all, even when the odds of success are 9 to 1, you must never lower your guard.
Well said. In that case, let's get going.
Okie dokie, Captain Pyro. You can take it a little easier this time.
I don't know if the reason why she said that was because it's a Luke saying,
Then we can put all this trouble behind
or if that's a child saying. I feel like child says it though. Alright, hopefully that fucking stays. The other side felt kind of wiggly too, but I'll worry about that fucking shit later. Later! There we go. Put this in here in case my chair decides it wants to plop another fucking screw down. Alright. Let's read the letters.
These letters cover a... We're really good. Which letter do you want?
Okay. Tidy. We've done clear handwriting, right? Which ones did we do? This one I think is Vargas. Yeah. So I think this one is Vargas, but I'm unsure. Just because of... So... Like, if you want, you guys can read it. I'm just trying to, like, show it to you guys.
These letters cover...
Paimon, I don't care.
Which letter do you want to read?
Shush, your child. Okay, Vargas. I think a tidy letter was the die. Or was it neatly? Okay, so that one's Alice. Just trying to hurry up. Pain in the butt trying to remember all of these.
These letters were really good. Which letter do you...
Clear. I think in the it's albedo. It's elegant. There. This might be a... What's her name? That or it's Jean. One of the two. I'm not fully sure. I think it's Jean.
These
And
letters cover... We're really gonna have to... Which
The new letter is the one that we got and shit and had to give to, like, stack up on the top of the thing. Now somebody, like, according to the meme thingy, there's more letters somewhere here. I think this is our wine cellar. I really do gotta remember how this looks for my fan fiction related shenanigans. So, or maybe they were just, I don't know. There's a letter.
There are a few more letters here. Take
The
your pick. Let's read one.
7, 8, 9. Well, let's go in order. 2D. For standard procedures, and now for ninjas to the same way from all the parties. Recently, that phone has had received reports. I'm gonna read this quietly. That was Kaya! Yay!
There are a few more letters here.
But in the other dudes, in the what's his name's, like the whoever was in charge of the house mentioned that Kaya stayed for a few days. So this letter was before that one.
Take your pick. Let's read one.
8. So Kaya's trying to warn Dudu not to be a lone wolf.
Let's read one.
I can just imagine Kaya. It's like, sorry, I'm just like, did you know Kaya looks really good in a suit? Like, really, really good in a suit.
Hey, there's another bunch of letters here. Diluc must have read these ones recently too. Which one shall we read first?
Well, I read it out of order, didn't I?
Hey, there's another bunch. Which one shall we read first?
You know, reading these letters and stuff like that, like when they're talking about that Eric dude or whatever, reminds me of this fan fiction that I was reading, and I need to continue it because I put it off for a little bit because I was like, I have to go do a thing.
Hey, there's another bunch of. Which one shall we read first? Another bunch of... Which one do you think we should start with?
Why not go in order? Yep. For those of you who really didn't understand it, yep, definitely Kaya. The one I bit, if you hadn't picked it up by now. Wait.
Another bunch of...
Gosh, Paimon, I gotta reread that room. No. I'm trying to think. Does that mean he has a scar over his eye? Or... No. I like how Kaya's letters are like far away from the others. Everybody's is here and then Kaya's is all the way over here. Did you know, in the comic, Kaya gave this gift to Diluc, and inside said vase was his vision, because Diluc gave up his vision when he quit being a Knight of Favonius, and he was using the delusion that his father had.
Come on, let's get
and
moving.
stuff. But anyway,
We're not frozen in place after
we've
all.
done a lot of twiddling about. You finished going through the notes and stuff. I feel like there should be something here, because this fucking mana space should not be empty. It bothers me that it's empty. It should let us go into more rooms, but whatever. Anyway. Anyway, we're gonna end this episode here, so for now, Tiniestofchibis is signing out.